Okay folks, the time has come. We have gotten our first look at James Gunn's new Superman movie and it looks pretty amazing. CGI heavy, but it looks pretty good. The trailer is a treasure trove of Easter eggs, of course, and we're here to unearth all of them. Let's do it. Superman, the Man of Ouch. The trailer kicks off right away with Superman taking a nosedive into a snowy wasteland. And he doesn't look good. He looks pretty beat down at this point. For someone like Superman, he doesn't look like he's in a good position here. It looks like someone swapped his morning coffee with kryptonite infused Red Bull. Something's going on. Seriously, the Man of Steel looks like he got into a wrestling match with a Yeti and he lost. How is he here? What happened? It makes you wonder if even Superman needs a good chiropractor after a landing like that. Speaking of icy landscapes, we also get a glimpse of the Fortress of Solitude, believe it or not. Superman's swanky ice palace, we got our first look. It's like an igloo, but bigger and more super, right? It's complete with an ice sculpture of his dog, of course. Maybe that's where Superman chills out, pun intended, after a long day of saving the world. Cryptic clues and electrifying tunes. In a flashback scene, Clark Kent strolls into the Daily Planet rocking a newspaper with the mysterious headline, "Hammer creates have." Now it sounds like someone tried to write a Shakespearean sonnet while riding a unicycle. What does that even mean, right? That's just like a bunch of mumbo jumbo. But fear not, fellow sleuths. A later scene with Lois Lane reveals a bizarre rock creature on the newspaper. Maybe that's what they're talking about. And this rock creature is like a cross between a troll and a pile of mashed potatoes. Definitely looks like something villainous. Maybe it's Lex Luthor's pet rock. I don't know, we all have pets in this movie. And let's not forget about the music, a very important factor in a James Gunn movie. James Gunn, the maestro of movie scores, decided to give the classic John Williams Superman theme a bit of a jolt of electricity with some rockin' guitar riffs. It's like Beethoven meets Jimi Hendrix, and now it's a trailer. Pretty good, right? This is classic James, mixing the old with the new, the epic with the electric. This is exactly what we wanted. Daily Planet drama in a waterlogged city. Over at the Daily Planet, things are just as chaotic as a superhero convention. Things are busy, people are moving around, capes are flying, a lot of colors. While Lois Lane struts through the office like she owns the place, a TV in the background blares the headlines, "Towns flooded following extreme weather." Is this a subtle nod to climate change, or is this a shout out to the flood in the Batman movie? The Matt Reeves Batman. Maybe I'm connecting some dots here, maybe it's just, a normal day in Metropolis. Maybe it's just a reminder to invest in an umbrella if you're living here. Maybe that's the only thing we're looking at. We also see Daily Planet mainstays, Jimmy Olsen the photographer. We also see Cat Grant, who's one of Jimmy Olsen's love interests, and Steve Lombard, who reports on sports. The whole team is there and they look pretty scared. They look like their city is about to be destroyed. We also get to see the Great Kent farm where Superman also grew up with his dad, Jonathan Kent, who we see as an old man, and Martha, who wasn't shown in the trailers, but we all know her name, right? It's Martha. Just don't say that name to Batman or else he'll, something will happen with him. Kyrpto, the Canine Crusader, and a Chinatown showdown. Get ready to unleash the Oz because Kyrpto is here and he looks pretty good. Again, CGI heavy, but he looks like a dog at the end of the day, so we'll take it. Kyrpto is Superman's furry best friend and he's making his live action debut in this movie and also in this trailer. This adorable Kryptonian canine is here to steal hearts and of course chew on some bad guys. Move over, Scooby-Doo, there's a new crime-solving dog in town. And this guy runs way faster. Speaking of heroes, Superman shows off his superhuman reflexes by saving a little girl from this giant creature that looks like it crawled out of a child's nightmare after eating too much cheese before bed. What is this creature doing in the background? Why is he so upset? I don't know. The point is, Superman's there to save the day. And where does this daring rescue take place exactly? Well, none other than Ross Alley in San Francisco's Chinatown. Maybe Superman was craving some dumplings after saving the day. I don't know. Some heroes eat shawarma, others eat dumplings. Whatever fills your super stomach. Lex Luthor, played by the ever so devilish Nicholas Hoult, makes his grand entrance, looking like he just stepped out of a supervillain fashion show. He's giving us his best blue steel in this trailer and we love it. He looks great. He's gonna do an awesome job as Lex Luthor. Better than the other guy, that's for sure. We get a glimpse of his extravagant Luthor Corps headquarters, complete with twin towers and a connecting bridge that screams, "I'm rich, evil, and I have excellent dental insurance." Oh, and did I mention he's casually carrying a weapon? Yeah, classic ball Bond villain move. He looks great. In a bizarre turn of events, we see a kid waving a Superman flag like it's the winning lottery ticket in a sea of chaos. Well, it turns out this is happening in the fictional country of Baravia, a place where Superman once stopped a civil war by threatening to turn a skyscraper into a giant game of Jenga. Now we see Baravian troops causing trouble, and guess who's watching with a mischievous grin? None other than Lex Luthor himself, the master manipulator. This guy's like the conductor of chaos, orchestrating mayhem with a flick of his wrist and a nod of his bald head. Classic Luthor. Corporate chaos and superhero showdowns. Clark Kent stumbles into a riot outside Stagg Industries, a company run by Simon Stagg, the epitome of the corporate greed and Metamorpho's biggest headache. It's like a scene ripped from the pages of The Boys, but with less, cynicism, nudity, and maybe more primary colors, which we love to see on the big screen. Also, hold on to your hats because it's cameo galore. We've got Guy Gardner's Green Lantern, played by James Gunn's partner in crime, Nathan Fillion, Hawkgirl swooping in like a majestic bird of prey, played by Isabella Moner, and Superman wrestling a fire-breathing monster that could give Godzilla a run for his money. And of course, we have a giant eyeball shooting lasers like it's trying to win an Earth staring contest. What's that eyeball doing in the background? Is the city in danger? I'm scared, what's going on? And in a moment of pure heartwarming goodness, Superman comforts a robot, believe it or not, who's definitely seen some better days. Superman, you big softy, you have a heart of steel, literally. You love steel and robots. It's possible that this robot is Kelex from the comics, who was a servant droid on Krypton. He was also the caretaker at one point in the Fortress of Solitude, and this would likely be one of Superman's last connections to his home planet, so maybe the scene that we're seeing here is a bit more heartbreaking than we thought. And just when you thought it couldn't get any crazier at this point in the trailer, we also get a glimpse of Metamorpho, the man who can morph into anything, from a toaster to a T-Rex. He can do it all. He's being played by Anthony Carrigan, who previously played the Batman villain Mr. Zass in the Gotham TV show, and it's a clash between Superman and Ultraman that's happening right in the middle of a baseball game. Imagine that, you're watching a baseball game, all of a sudden there's a clash with these villains. It's like, ugh, in the 6th inning, really? Talk about a grand slam, I guess. Sure, it's still fun to watch. And to top it all off, Mr. Terrific also makes a terrific cameo. He's just dodging enemy attacks like it's the Matrix. I don't know, something's going on here. Mr. Terrific is played by Eddie Gathegi, and honestly, I'm excited to see what he brings to the character. The character happens to be one of the smartest people on the planet and a master inventor, so yeah, prepare for anything. This trailer is, of course, just a taste of the madness that awaits us on Superman Legacy. It's got everything from classic Superman lore to fresh plot twists and enough Easter eggs to make your head spin like a dreidel. So grab your popcorn, put on your Superman underoos on the outside of your pants, of course, and get ready for a wild ride that'll leave you shouting, up, up, and away. Even the tagline for this film is look up. I'm gonna do that the entire movie. I'm just gonna stare at the ceiling. I'm committed. Want to see more videos like this? Well, check out the next video. It's about the worst casting choices in Marvel history, and we have all the best ones lined up for you guys, only here on Top 10 Nerd. Click the video now. What are you waiting for? Hit a thumbs up, follow us, and we'll see you in the next video. I'm Taylor McWatters. Peace.